Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. Today is June 10th, 2019, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the major economic events of the day, starting out early this morning, 10:30 South African time, out of Great Britain, monthly GDP numbers coming out. That's gross domestic product, has ripple effects on inflation and other aspects of the economy. So it is an important number, especially if there are any surprises. Now, looking at simultaneously at this number, monthly manufacturing production numbers coming out at the same time. Again, not particularly an important number, but if there are any surprises, you do want to know that it's coming out. Now, looking at the Forex markets, dollar is weaker versus the major pairs, making a retracement last week and trading in tandem with the Dow Jones. Okay, Dow Jones continued to rally last week into the NFP numbers, okay, hitting 26,000. Okay, so we went from 24,900 to 26,000 in less than 3 weeks. Okay, amazing climb for the Dow Jones. Let's see where it goes from here. Now, looking at the commodities, gold sells at resistance at 1340. We'll take a look at that. And oil bounces finally from its bottom. Now, lastly, looking at the stocks, they're not trading any higher. Okay, they've really been very soft. Okay, so does that mean that there's going to be a correction in the market again? Was this just a fake rally? Let's take a look and see what we can expect from today's trading and as the week progresses. So these are the questions that you should be asking yourself. What really propelled the Dow Jones to rally so much over the last 3 weeks, and will it make a correction, okay, a counter move? Now, if we look at the Euro USD right now on a daily chart, you can see we finally broke above that resistance level at 1230-ish level right there, and that propelled us to this 1340-ish level. Now, we haven't been here in quite some time, and this is really making a correctional move. And altogether, they did make that double bottom, so this correction on the upside was warranted. Now, we are making this next resistance level. We're retracing off of it to 1303-ish level. So the next support level really is 1256-ish area. Okay, now if this does continue to propel higher, the next real resistance level is 1420. Okay, but with that said, you got to keep an eye on the greater part of the market, meaning you got to see what else is trading and to see, some sort of sign if we'll have a continuation to the strengthening of the euro and the weakness of the dollar. Now, looking at the GBP USD, didn't go as far. Okay, it rallied, but not as far. And this is really because it's so plagued with this issue of Brexit that we're still not out of the woods yet. Okay, so my 1-2 actually short, to sell short in the anticipation that we are going to make a correction on the downside and the dollar does get stronger would be the GBP USD. Now, jumping onto the Aussie USD also, this was really weak, okay? Making that double top right here at 70.25-ish level. You can see that quite clearly, and now it's trading at that bottom level. If it does break this support area, okay, let's highlight that for our sake. If it does break this support area right there, we could see it slowly get back to the 69.50-ish level, okay, which is a decent 50 pip move, and maybe even lower to 69.35. That would be our next real support level, previous resistance, subsequent support. So, ultimately, if we break this 69.68-ish area, we can continue selling off to the 69.35-ish area. Okay, not bad for a couple of days trading. Now, jumping into the commodities, gold was the one. Okay, hitting this double top at 1341, we saw that. Okay, if you did take that move, congratulations. Okay, we did actually jump into that a little bit short over there last week. The next real support level for it is 1320-ish level. Okay, although it is trading quite stronger, it hasn't really made that correctional move, okay, on the upside to show us that it's breaking higher. So that's something to consider. Now, jumping into oil, this was the one that bounced, okay, at 51.05-ish level to $54 a barrel. We're trading right at resistance level right now. So, if we don't sustain this momentum, we may see ourselves testing this $51 again. Now this is the one, the Dow Jones. Okay, now we're looking at a daily just to give you a perspective. This is really an alley-oop. Okay, we topped out earlier in the year, okay, at this 26,600-ish level, challenged it twice, and then couldn't take it, sold off, bounced, and then made a lower low, okay, but then capitulated right there, which was a previous resistance level. Okay, look at that. Okay, so previous resistance, subsequent support, and boom, this took it even higher. Okay, I had anticipated maybe we would retrace at 25,400. but we just plowed through. The whole week last week, we were just plowing through. Now, this is the first time we're actually having a red bar this morning, and this is really just a sell-off to the up, to the gapping up this morning. So ultimately, if we do capitulate here and sell off a little bit, maybe to 25,800-ish level, that would be normal, okay? But the question is this sustainable, okay? Looking at the stocks, I don't think it is, okay? I think we're going to get back down to the 25,600-ish level, okay, which is a 500-point move, okay? And the reason I say that is that if I look at the big stocks like Alcoa, it's dead, okay? If I look at Bank of America, yeah, it gapped up, but it's not breaking higher. It's not close to its highs where I would have anticipated for it to be. Okay, if I look at Google, it did bounce, but again, didn't bounce enough to really justify the Dow Jones being only 500 points from all-time highs, okay? So ultimately, I'd like to see some sort of, catch up from the stocks or a correction in the Dow. Now, looking at the JSE also had a beautiful week. This was really the one. Again, making that bottom of 48,500-ish level and now trading at resistance at 52,490. Okay, for this to really be a bona fide buy, it would really have to break above this. Okay, so look at that to see if it does break it. We're right there. You can see we're oversold on the RSI right there on the bottom. So this might be a decent place for it to retrace or make a correction on the down move. Okay, so a lot of potential trades this week, especially as the market last week just continued to rally. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.